What's up, everyone? Recently, I've been dealing with a knee injury. Now, there's no ligament or cartilage damage, but there was a ton of swelling. And this swelling led to a little bit of lack of muscle activation in my quad, even maybe slightly atrophying. I'm gonna take you through the rehab that I did not only on this leg that I've recently injured, but also the rehab that I did on the quad tendon about 7 years ago when I had that repaired. Now, it may not be that you had a knee injury, but maybe you feel a little discomfort when you lunge or squat. These exercises can be a great addition to your program as a prehab or even a rehab that can help that quad activate a little bit better and hopefully relieve some of that knee pain. I hope you enjoy, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. The first one I did was laying flat on the floor. This was before I had a lot of bend in this knee, and what I want to do is just some quad sets. So I'm going to try to lift my heel off the floor by squeezing my quad. As I got more comfortable with that, I would start to add a leg raise, squeeze, and then lift that leg up and back down. And then as I progressed, I would start to add something underneath the knee so that I had a little bit more bend and flex in it when I started. So I'd extend and then lift up from here and then back down and let it bend. Extend, lift up, and then back down. Really trying to focus on that squeeze at the top of that. As it progressed, I wanted to add a little bit more load. So what I did is some total knee extensions. So from here, I'm letting that knee flex, and then against that band, I'm really squeezing that quad again as I push that knee back, and then coming back forward. Squeeze, holding at the end, really trying to get an isometric hold at the finish, and then slowly letting that release back to the ankle. The next thing I wanted to make sure is that my ankles stayed active and kept that range of motion. Since I've been limping a little bit, the ankle hasn't been quite working like it's meant to be working, so I added these exercises to help out with that. So the first one is just a single leg calf raise. I'm just gonna get that full range of motion. And now the other one is to help the knee and the quad along with the ankle. And I'm just gonna take this knee and I'm gonna push it forward over my pinky toe and then release the tension. It feels pretty good now. As I first started, I could feel a lot of the tension in the front part of that knee because that quad wasn't activating and stretching very well. So it's also gonna help with some of that knee pain, but also keeping that ankle mobile. The ankles are gonna play a huge role in how well your knees feel as you're doing your everyday. Last thing that I was doing is some heel slides. Now on the heel slides, I'm gonna activate my hamstring, and that's gonna help loosen and stretch out that quad as that hamstring starts to engage. So just from here, I'm gonna try to drag my heel as tight to my hips as I can, and then slowly let it extend. Now I'm a couple weeks out, so it's feeling pretty good. I'm getting a pretty good squeeze on it, just pulling it up, really feeling that stretch, and then release it back out. So that's the last one. Those are the exercises that I did over the last. So that's the routine that I used over the last couple of weeks to help get back onto the mats. Now, again, like I said, you may not be dealing with a knee injury, but I work with a lot of clients that have some discomfort when they squat or when they lunge. A lot of that comes from the lack of quad activity and the ability to stretch. So if you have any questions on how to implement these, let me know and I'd love to help you out. But just putting a couple sets of these before or after each workout a couple times a week could make a huge difference. Hope you guys are doing well.